Had all my settings dialed in for today's podcast, and it turned out I was on photo mode, so I had to change that. Soda water. Hey guys, how you doing? Back here with another podcast. Again, it is super hot here, and I had just gotten out of the shower. Had an interview this morning, went great, so I have orientation not this coming Friday, but next Friday. I'm filming this on a Tuesday, but hopefully the podcast is out today, by Tuesday. How's it going? How's everybody doing? Everyone's week's been... The week prior was good. Been vibing to the new Trippie Redd album. But that's not the song of the week. I think I'm going to try to do a song of the week now. And the song of the week is this one right here. It's called Taking a Walk by Trippie Redd. It's from like a 2018 album or something. I'll go ahead and put a photo of it on the screen right now. Last podcast, I had some people put in some questions, what they would like me to talk about. I got my notes right here. And the top comment from Group 3, which I appreciate the support, is talk about your perfect or wannabe camera that may or may not be real. I really like this one because I find myself, I'm not a picky camera user. It has to be Canon, obviously. I don't use any other cameras but Canon. I want the R6, but IBIS wobble is just kind of bad. And to me, it looks very gross when I see it. Even like if I'm watching like a video and it's just perfectly done and I see that little frame wiggle, I'm not a fan. You lose me. It's almost like breaking the immersion almost, you know? So I haven't upgraded to an R6, although I would over the R, just for the leaps that it has, better AF, all that stuff, dynamic range. And then obviously the R5 is way out of budget, like $4,000, which I would like because I just really sharp photos. I like really sharp photos. But obviously price is a little expensive for me. So for now, I'm going to stick with the R. I like the R. Doesn't have IBIS, but all the lenses I use do. So I really like that. And I apologize if you hear some wind chimes. I swear, like there's always some type of sound coming through. Shut the window. There we go. Not hearing anything now, but it's really hot. So my perfect camera would be a Canon camera. I would like it to be 35 megapixels. I would like a IBIS with none of that wobble. Obviously, you have to have that flip out screen. High-end weather sealing. Not that I really shoot in the rain, but if I do have an expensive camera, I want to be able to shoot in any condition I want to shoot in. I would like to have that hot shoe that the R3 has. Actually communicates with certain devices. I would like to see a wireless mic like Sony did a few years ago with one of their cameras, but like Canon do a collab with Rode or Deity or Shure. It's one of those nice microphone companies. I will pay the price if you deliver me a great microphone, especially one where you can open the weather sealing flap where you don't have to. Like when I plug my mic in, this one, the door is technically open, so if you were shooting like any type of audible video outside or in some type of compromising condition, the body isn't weather sealed anymore since those ports are opened. So I'd like to see how that works. 2 SD card slots because I'm more of a content creator than I am a professional, personally. Strong battery life. Obviously, they came out with a new version of these Canon batteries for this camera. The autofocus, that's amazing. Obviously, autofocus is, I never use manual focus. Maybe 0.1% of the time I do. And a nice viewfinder, the nice big one that the R3 looks like it's going to have. And obviously just like a decent grip on the camera. That's pretty much it. Like just a beefed up EOS R. I really like the EOS R because it's still its second highest megapixel sensor out of the R lineup, even though the R's probably was released like 4 years ago, right? Or 3? I'm not 100% sure. That's personally what I'd like to see in like my dream camera. And then maybe to throw in there some lenses, like Canon's wide angle lens that's obviously way overpriced. I would like to see a cheaper version of that or something. I don't know. Maybe just for them to allow Sigma to start producing their own glass with Sigma having good autofocus and weather sealing or something, that at a good effective price. And yeah, honestly, I'm not really too picky when it comes to cameras because my knowledge is not limited, but it's not professional level, and I don't need professional level because I'm producing my own content. That's what my sole drive of having a camera is. But yeah, that's enough about cameras for this couple of minutes. Has anybody ever seen the movie Bad Words with Jason Bateman and that little kid that played Mowgli in one of the Jungle Book remakes? I don't know his name. It's honestly a fantastic movie because it's a movie that you're not really gonna see many movies like that have like out of pocket jokes, stuff like that, especially with the way everywhere's heading. Sensitivities at an all-time high, all that other stuff. If you haven't seen the movie, definitely go watch it. Bad Words. It's Jason Bateman. I'll go ahead and put a photo up on screen of it. It's very out of pocket. Definitely go watch it. If you're easily offended, I guess don't. But if you're in for a good laugh, go ahead and watch that movie. It's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you. Today's episode is a little difficult to record. I was on it last week. Something a little different this week. I'm sure you could tell. But I just want to talk about, I had a job interview today, and it went well. I got the job. I start next Friday, which is exciting. I'm not going to tell you where, just because I don't need to. I don't really care to. But I like when you're somewhere new, or you have a job interview, or you get someone's like shooting questions at you, and you're kind of like, some of these questions are kind of uncomfortable to ask, or like, what could I say on the fly that makes me look good? I'm not really that good at it, especially with strangers and for professional settings or getting jobs and stuff like that. But the guy asked me a question, where do you see yourself in a year? And I was like, fuck, dude, I see myself like with a lot of money, like doing burnouts and Lambos. Why? Where do you see yourself? I'm just kidding. But like, the best thing I could come up with was a steady job and enough money to travel when I want to. Which I thought that was a good answer. Maybe he respected it. I don't know. But I'm also excited just the fact that like you get to meet new people, learn something new. I'm in an environment that I've never really been in. My last 2 jobs pretty much that wasn't working for my dad or photography were restaurants. And I'm glad that I'm not in the restaurant industry anymore because it is an annoying industry. I mean, it does have good money, but that's the trap about it. You make good enough money to survive, but then you might want to stay there, which I don't want to. Depending if this job offers me full time and stuff like that, I'll definitely stay there. Or if it doesn't give me full time, I will maybe search for like a twice a week serving job, but not get back into that world. I want to kind of stay as far away from it as I can because I'm only getting a job right now. 1, obviously to survive, and 2, to mainly fuel a savings account. I have a financial goal that I want to get to, and to fund this channel, to fuel this channel, buy new gear, talk about things, go places, to ultimately be able to travel. So I got this job. I'm excited to meet new people. I'm excited to see if there's people there's people there my age. I just want to see like if I can make new friends, new people, and just branch out. I do have a lot of good friends around, but I just want to be able to expand my own personal horizons, and that's usually what I've never really been good at. And I'm excited with this new job to be able to do that. Hello, sorry I had a cut right there. There was a garbage truck coming through, and those are insanely loud because I opened my window here with the heat in here was unbearable. So yeah, I'm excited just to open up a whole new world. If I stay there, I stay there. If I don't, I don't. Excited to get more cash flow going. Yeah, just looking to save up a bunch of money and then travel. Honestly, I do want to go to Greece. I do want to go to Turkey. I do want to go to Paris. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to New York. I want to go to Wyoming. Utah eventually to go to Zion. I just want to be up, around, and traveling. I want to create content, and I want to bring everybody along with me. And honestly, just anything where I'm there and I'm taking photos, creating content, shooting videos with friends or family, or even if I do end up getting a 4Runner, be able to travel around on my alone, and just even by myself, I just want to be able to create content when I do have the time and I have the off time until the day that I don't have to work a normal job. And my normal job is creating content for you guys and for myself. Oh, something exciting that happened this past week. My friend Emmy came down, one of my best friends. He lives up there in Bend, Oregon. He came down to swap cars, and he got his new car, which is this awesome little 4-door Subaru that I can't wait till when he fixes it up. He's going to give it like a 3-inch lift, tint windows, possibly a roof rack, and like the little brass rims with like the more aggressive tires since they need 4x4 up there. So it's actually justified. Not like some of these Jeep owners that like put the biggest tires on the car possible, and they only see asphalt, baby. Do you though? Do you? I guess. We got to. I shot his music video for one of his songs, and I did photos for like if he needs like album cover art, photos for like Apple, Spotify, all those other things. So that was really fun. I'll put one of the photos up right now that we haven't released any of the photos, but I'm gonna put one up right now. And I had a lot of fun. It was great to work with one of my best friends. He's a creative, I'm a creative, and we were able to come together and make art that benefits both of us. So that was really exciting. Can't wait for that again. Hopefully next time I see him, I'll either be traveling up here or the holidays are coming up. So I think he'll come down for one of those. So that was very exciting. Got to edit the photos. It always blows my mind how much like a raw photo looks different from like a just straight edited. Like editing it's fucked up to say, but it's almost everything in a photo now. Here and there you can get away with like not editing a photo, but like when you're able to manipulate colors or this, that, or the other, it's just next level. It's almost like, I guess you could start an argument what's more important, gear or editing at that point. I mean, obviously you need both of them to create good content, but like what is more important, the camera or the software or the editor, obviously. Look at Star Wars. Today I was at the store buying my more chicken and rice. You know how it is. And I was walking by, saw an older woman. She had a Bad Batch t-shirt on. And I was walking past her. And I looked over and I was like, hey, I like your shirt. She goes, oh my God, me too. I'm so sad that the show's over for now till next year. And like we talked for like a very little bit. And it was just cool that me, a pretty much almost 25-year-old dude, I was dressed kind of nice today because I had that interview, walking through the store, and an older woman like kind of looked like she was like maybe her day off, or just, she's just vibing, like doing her thing, grabbing some groceries as we all do. And we had a nice little conversation, and it's cool that like something like Star Wars, not even just the original Star Wars, even a TV show. Like when I first started watching Clone Wars, I was like, dude, this is like a kid's series. And then I got into it, I let it run, and then I was like, oh fuck, this show is awesome. And obviously now we're at the current time where Bad Batch season 1 is done, and we're waiting next year for season 2. It's just cool that like two people that you wouldn't even think that would like talk to each other or have anything to say to each other, like just that shirt alone allowed us to exchange a dialogue, and it was like just a nice human experience, So this week I watched a podcast today from two of my other favorite comedians / podcasters. It was Theo Von and Jeff Wittek. Both inspirations, and it was awesome to see like a collab between two creators that like are from different kind of worlds almost in the same podcast. It was fun to see Jeff not in his comfort zone, and obviously Theo like talking to someone who he wholly doesn't know. Usually you have guests on that like or you're in the same thing. But yeah, I enjoyed that podcast. It was 2 hours. There's some good moments. I didn't know Liquid Death makes a soda water, so I'm gonna have to go try that out, even though I know like they're big on podcasts, sponsorships. But I've had the normal one, and it just tastes like almost flavorless water. It's kind of strange. It's almost like liquid air in a can. But we'll see. That's it. All I have for this week. I don't feel like I was very on it this week as far as posting. Last week I felt like I did so good talking to the camera. May have been in the mood. I don't know how on it I was. I was able to pump out 18 minutes, and it didn't even feel like 18 minutes. And honestly, I cut it down a little bit too to edit out some spots. This week I know I'm going to have like a couple of hard cuts, more than a couple, just due to noise pollution or me like not being able to fully get my thoughts through. Honestly, next week I will definitely be a little bit better prepared. I was prepared this week, but then I saw the topics once I read them on paper. It's like, how do I transition that? Or does this even sound okay? Or does anyone even care about this thought? Or like just certain normal human things where I'm like, oh, certain funny things that happened throughout the week. I don't know. I just felt like I wasn't on it today. Fuck it. I'll go ahead and share one of these topics. So my dad gets his cars fixed. I can't say what kind. I just don't want to burn anybody out. He gets his car fixed at this place. So we drop it off like 3 months ago, right? They're backed up. I guess they were super busy. And the receptionist at the place was a full on. This woman is beautiful. 10 out of 10. She was she looked gorgeous. You know, it is what it is. I'm gonna call it what it is. She was a smoke show. Let's say that. And I was like, dang, she is beautiful. This, that, and the other. And then so like that later that day, like we talked about it. Oh, like haha, like damn, she's beautiful. Whatever. So 3 months. Fast forward 3 months to this past week, and we go to pick up the car, right? And so obviously I have to drive my dad there for him to pick it up, and then I tail him home so that if anything happens, because these cars are old and things happen, if his car dies or whatever, so I'm there, like he has help. So we get there, we pay the thing, and then we see the woman still as beautiful, you know? And then, boom, huge pregnant stomach. I don't know how she got that pregnant. She must have been pregnant the first time we were there, and then just ballooned over the 3 months, you know? And like like after we picked up the car, got home, we had a good laugh about it, because it's like, yeah, of course, like you think a beautiful woman like that's gonna stay on the market very long, you know? Obviously we didn't know what her marital or relationship status is, but we laughed about it because like someone had to get to it, right? Like someone's gonna win, you know, guy, girl, whatever. But yeah, I just thought that was really funny. We had a good laugh about that. Even like my mom thought it was funny too. So yep, that's all I have for this week. Hopefully next week I'm a little more on it, energy, better topics. I carry this around with me around the house, and I'm gonna start carrying it on me when I go out, just for ideas, topics. Again, comment down below any topics you'd like me to talk about, or if you have any questions camera wise. I'm always happy to answer them. And some dudes are still arguing on my video from like a month and a half ago about camera gear, and I'm just like, yeah, dude, go for it. Like, have as big as an argument as you want on my channel, because it's just engagements. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off because that truck is on its way back. I'll catch you guys next week. Thank you. Bye.